All right, guys, we are going to do an evolution class today. Amanda's going to demonstrate. Before we start, I want you to go ahead and take your bungee and tie it in a loop. We downloaded a video for you explaining this, but you're going to loop it around the metal bar and then pull it through the cord so it's nice and tight. So we're going to be doing an adductor bungee today, laying on your side, working that outer thigh. Make sure you're on one yellow spring to start, and we are going to start in a reverse high plank. So evolution class, toes on that front platform, hands are out at the 2 and the 4. Meet me in that reverse high plank. Pulling your core up and in, nice and tight. We're gonna lift the hips in 5. We go plank to pike in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up. Up, so super slow here, hips coming up high, tucking that head. You're looking at your knees on the pike, and you roll right back down into that reverse high plank, looking down at your carriage in the plank position. Really slow here, squeezing your inner thighs together. Squeeze your knees together, heels are lifted up. Just your tippy toes on that front platform. Good, nice and slow here. You've got 20 more seconds of this reverse plank to pike. We'll come down onto the knees after this. Final 10 seconds. We bring knees to that platform, hands stay where they are. Reverse wheelbarrow in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bringing knees to the platform, keep your hands right at 2 and 4, drop your hips down and forward, and let's start that reverse wheelbarrow. Only your upper body moving here, extending those shoulders long, knees pressing hard into that platform. So head and neck always in a nice straight line, making sure you're looking out towards the number 6, maybe towards the number 9 on that carriage. Arms are long, core engaged, glutes are tight. I want you to press your shins hard into that front platform. We've got 10 more seconds. We extend all the way out and hold it. In 5, hold, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend and hold it here, hold. Now tiny pulses, in 1 inch and out 1 inch. Pulling it in and out. You've got 5, back to full range in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out. Bring it right back in. Here's your last 20 seconds of this reverse wheel. We're gonna kick this to that back platform coming up. Last 10. Reverse catfish. We head to the back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head to that back platform, bringing hands to your high bars. I want you to tuck your toes underneath your carriage strap. Roll the shoulders forward, so you want that upper body over your back platform here. Lifting your heels up high, squeeze the knees together, and it's just a slow float out, squeezing your core, pulling that carriage back in. So notice her range of motion here is not very much. Really tiny range of motion by squeezing your core to pull it back in. Good. Hips stay lifted, shoulder height. Perfect. I'm going to take you off this upper body after this move. We're here for about another 20 seconds. Feet coming just underneath your hips, trying not to let it touch that platform. We'll drop down onto the knees, forearms coming to your platform. 8 more seconds, we go into that giant reverse crunch. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tucking your knees behind that same carriage strap, forearms down, stacking your shoulders. Let's start that rounding lifting. Pulling that carriage up and in by squeezing your core. Think of the knees as floating on that carriage. Feet are pressing into your carriage. Lifting up, hips coming up high, not letting them sit back over your feet here. We're looking for that round back, like a scared cat, head tucking in, maybe looking at your knees, maybe looking at your core. on that crunch and rolling back down into that modified plank. So if you need a little extra support, you can grab the back of that platform with your hands. A little more challenging, palms, let's face them up. 12 more seconds, we're holding this down. We go into that giant reverse saw. Hold that modified plank in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down, little hinge back, hinging forward. So shoulders not coming past those elbows, squeezing your core tight here. 15 more seconds. Little hinge back. And forward. We ride that carriage forward. We have a reverse floor strap crunch to finish this opening core block. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's ride it forward. Reverse floor strap crunch has you sitting down on that number 11, tucking your feet underneath that floor strap. So pull it in. You're gonna lean halfway back, extending those arms out or crossing them in front of your chest. We start that slow lower down. And then I want you to squeeze your core as you reach up and forward. So finding your range of motion here. You don't have to come all the way down to that carriage, but you don't want to come all the way up either, losing that tension. You find that range. Chin off the chest the entire time, airway open. Good, let's go 15 more seconds here in full range. We're gonna add little twists. Getting into the obliques just a little bit. We'll hold this center in 5, in 4, 3, 2, come center. Now bring that right elbow back, all the way back towards that 4, rotating your torso over. Take the left elbow, bring it back towards that number 2. So each time you're still halfway back, reaching over. Good, obliques getting involved. Last one here for this core warm up. We move into your right leg coming up. 8 more seconds, we pulse. In 6, hold it back. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1, tiny pulses here. 10 seconds, little lift, little lower. We move into that right leg. You've got an express lunge coming up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move into that right leg. So express lunge, you're gonna reach over, grab those red cables. Step up onto your platform, pull the cables up, tuck your left toe, and let's meet down into that express lunge hold here. Starting in the hold, chest is lifted, right foot is flat, left heel lifted up high, hinging forward, squeeze your core. You've got 6 seconds. We lift up in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super slow. Press through that right heel, right into your right hamstring, and then lowering right back down. Think of sitting back into that carriage as you lower. Pressing up and forward. So these cables are there to support you. I don't want you to use them as like a bicep curl, but more as helping keep you nice and slow, nice and stable on this back platform. Options to come down to 1 cable. You'll drop the cable on the right side first, keeping the cable in the opposite hand. Good, nice job keeping it super slow. We're going another 12 seconds here, guys. We're holding down, and we'll go into those tiny pulses. Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold it down for 4, 3, 2. Now tiny pulses, little up, little down, little up, little down. Good, we go back to full range in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go full range, up super slow. Good, and lower right back down. Lifting up and lowering down. Good, here's your last 20 seconds. We're staying here in full range. We'll head to the front. We're gonna go 1 red, 3 yellow in 7, in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead, head to the front. 1 red, 3 yellow. Let's go ahead and move into that spider kick. All right, right foot's coming up on that C bar. Left knee somewhere around that middle red line. Stacking the shoulders. All right, a little trouble with the music today. Little technical difficulties on our music here. All right, so you're square, body square to the side of that carriage. You're pressing out with the heel of that right foot. So notice her knee is lifted. Option to grab that strap, or you can reach down and grab the number 4, but the knee is up nice and high. Toes are pointing out. All right, we're here in full range just a little bit longer. Let's go 15 more seconds. We're gonna find that halfway hold, 90-degree bend coming up. Make sure that left knee is right under your hip. We hold in 5, you pulse in 4. In 3, 2, 1, send it halfway out, hold it. Now little presses, just 1 inch. Keep it super small, super slow. Little in, little bit out. Little in, little out. We go back to full range in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full range all the way out. And right back in. So keeping a bend the entire time, always a micro bend in that right knee. We'll pulse this one more time. Let's go 12 more seconds here. We'll send it all the way out with a micro bend in that right knee. In 4, 3, 2, last hold, all the way out. Now pulse from here. Little in, little out, little in, little out. We're gonna drop this down to 1 red. We go into that skater in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Close your carriage, take off all the yellow. I want you on just 1 red spring. Let's bring that right foot to the platform. Tuck it up nice and tight against your straps. So both feet are up against the strap. You start down in that squat position. I want you to send only the left leg out and bring the left leg in. So hips are down and back the entire time. Chest is lifted. All right, so option to bring your hands to the bar. Notice with her hands on the bar, it helps her sit the hips back, keep the chest lifted. Not holding, not pulsing here, just full range. All right, so maybe we're dropping the hips down 1 more inch and chest is coming up. You're extending only that left leg out. Left leg in, you're at that halfway mark here. This is where you drop down 1 more inch. Keep it super slow. Good. Sending it all the way out. Bringing it right back in. We're gonna finish with carriage kicks with that right leg, with that left foot out. Good, let's go 8 more seconds here. You hold it out in 6, in 5, hold in 4, in 3, 2, send that left leg all the way out. Now just bring it in 1 inch and out 1 inch. Just tiny carriage kick, little in, little out. Final 8, we stand up going into those outer thigh squats in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, resetting here. Pressing feet nice and tight against the straps. Make sure you can see that red tape. Press your knees out a little bit and then start that slow lower down. So we're not letting the carriage move. Carriage locked in place the entire time. All right, so hips are coming back like you're sitting down in a chair. We'll pulse this one to finish right now, just full range. If you feel that carriage moving, I want you to just move it in 1 inch and start your squat from there. You will get 12 more seconds in this full range. We're holding it low in 4, 3, 2, 1, you're low. Extend the arms. From here, you pulse down. Just a down through the heels. Down and down and down. Good, pressing down. We're gonna grab that bungee for that adductor bungee. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your carriage. Grab that bungee. I want you to lay down on your right side. Okay, so bungee's going on the outside of that left foot. Rotate your hips forward. You're in a straight line. We'll start with a pulse. So I want you to start with a tap. You're gonna tap, 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 nice and high. Lift, lift, lift. So good news with this bungee, you're only here 1 minute. We'll slow it down in another 10 seconds. Get ready to slow it down in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Now just lift and lower. Reach and lower. So you should feel this in the back of that right glute. Hip forward. Lift. We tap it one more time, guys. 15 more seconds here. Keep it lifted, and we'll drop down to 1 yellow spring. You've got one more move for this right side. Final set of pulses in 5. Hold 4, 3, 2. Lift it up. One more set. Tap it up. Go up, up, up. Last 12 seconds. We drop down to 1 yellow spring. We finish with a side lunge on the right side in 5. 1 yellow in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that red spring off. I want you to go 1 yellow. Final move is that side lunge on the right side. So walk your right foot up forward on the platform, left toes somewhere around that first red line. Come down, pressing into that number 1. Come down and hold it here. Hips back. Left heel is lifted. Now up so slow for 4. Lift 3. Lift 2. You're up on 1. Sit down and back low. So notice how slow she's going. It's like that carriage barely moving as she sits down and back. Now take a look at that right knee. As you sit down into your lunge, your hips are going back so that knee does not come forward over your ankle. Okay, you want the knee and the ankle to be in a nice straight line here. Good, we're gonna do those same carriage kicks that we did with that skater in just a bit. We'll hold this down at the bottom. Let's go another 15 seconds here in full range. We'll find a hold in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Now just carriage kick. The left leg in a little, left leg out a little. So it's maybe in for 2, send it out for 2. Staying low in the right side, right leg doesn't move. You're in that stationary hold. Little in, little out. We go full range again in 5, in 4, 3, 2. Send it all the way out. Now slowly lift it up, full range here. Good, this is your last 30 seconds, guys. We'll move into some obliques after this. You've got that right oblique coming up. Can we go 20 more seconds here? All right, here's your last 10 seconds. We're gonna bring hands to those high bars. We go into that teaser on the right side. You got 5 more. Teaser in 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that twist of that teaser, right foot in front of left, as we'll do right side first today. Option, hands on the high bars. A little more challenging, you can bring hands down to those C bars and walk the feet back. So Amanda can show you the option here, that mini teaser. All right, this is a little more challenging, this variation. So if you're more comfortable in the traditional teaser, stay on those high bars. Give it a try. All right, so feet are crossed. You get that right foot in front of left, shoulders square to the front. Upper body square, just that lower body twisted. And again, be aware of that range of motion. When you pull that carriage in, I want you lifting up with the right oblique. Feet come just underneath your hips. Carriage not coming to shut. Pulling up, lift, and squeeze. We've got 20 more seconds here. Good, 10 more seconds, guys. We're gonna turn around and face the back. We go into a reverse side plank on the knees in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the knees to the platform. You'll bring that right forearm down. Let's start in that reverse side plank here. Holding it up, lift the hips. From here, thread that left arm under, reverse nighthawk. So you're squeezing as you lift, threading the arm under, and opening back up. So your modification in this movement would be to bring both forearms down, and you just go into that twisted crunch on the right side. Threading it under and opening it back up. We're here for 30 more seconds. We'll bring that left forearm to meet the right in just a bit. Staying here in full range. Thread under, hips lift, carriage coming in. Square that body to the back. 12 more seconds, guys. We bring that left forearm to meet the right. We go into that saw on the right side. In 4, 3, 2, both forearms down. Keep the knees stacked. Now saw that carriage out a little and in a little. Hips don't move. Out and in, looking down. Good, you've got 15 more seconds. We have a spring change coming up. Adding a second yellow spring. Let's go into that scrambled egg on the right side. 2 yellow in 5. Scrambled eggs in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Nice job. Close that carriage. Pop on one more yellow. Grab your black strap on the right side, and let's put it on the right foot. All right, last move for this right oblique. Shoulders square to the back. And I want you to bring hands to the very edge of your carriage, right over the springs. Left knee underneath your hip. Sweeping that right leg back nice and long, and then you sweep forward up towards the number 7. Sweeping it back. So I got you on that lighter spring load here on the 2 yellow. Always an option to add a 3rd yellow spring. Gets a little bit more into the lower body. Right now, we're focusing more on that right oblique. Scrambled eggs is that full body move. I want you to press down hard into your right hand. Take that lean out of your left side. Last move for this right oblique. We're gonna move into your right arm after this. So upper body coming up. Get ready to hold that right leg back. It faces the C bar. In 5, hold 4, and 3, 2, sweep it back in, hold, now lift it up. Go up 1 inch and down 1 inch. So your foot is right facing the C bar. Little lift, little lower, full range in 5. Sweep in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. You sweep it again, full range. In. And in final 15 seconds here, guys. Keep that strap on, keep it lifted. Last 10, you're gonna keep that cable, but we're gonna put it in the right hand. We go into a single arm sweep in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it off the foot. Let's put it in that right hand, okay? So left hand, you're gonna bring down to your carriage. Knees are somewhere around the white line. And I want you to start that single arm sweep on the right side. So notice she's in a nice square position. Knees are under hips. If it's too much pressure on that right shoulder, I want you to bend the elbow a little bit. And you can also walk the knees closer towards your spring. So kind of towards the number 11, just like she did there, and sweep it over. Coming back just to your midline, so maybe towards that number 7, and you sweep right back open. Already more than halfway there in this side arm sweep. Good. We'll come up on those high knees after this. Let's do 15 more seconds here, guys. We'll go into a single arm newspaper with that right arm. Keeping the cable in your right hand, we come up onto the knees. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the cable in the same hand, elbow glued to your side, and start that slow rotation over. So options here to make this more challenging, okay? You can move closer to your front platform, makes it more challenging. Coming up high on your knees, also more challenging. If you need a modification, I want you to sit down on your heels and maybe move a little closer towards the number 11. core is engaged. Even though we're working this upper body, you're squeezing your core tight, glutes tight, chest is lifted. Good. Final 20 seconds, you guys. We're gonna drop that cable. We'll go into both arms. You have a straight arm lift off that back platform coming up. Last 10 here. We'll tuck the knees underneath your carriage strap. 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop that cable, tuck your knees. Let's head to the back platform. Hands overhand grip on those foam bars. Drop down into your child's pose. And then from here, straight arms are gonna pull you to that platform. Coming up, squeezing at the top, carriage barely coming to that platform. And then I want you to lower back down into that child's pose position. Again, you pull up, squeezing the back of the arms, working both arms, the triceps, the lats, your shoulders, rolling it back down. Good, we're here for another 30 seconds. We'll do one more move with both arms, and then we move into your left arm. Good, stay with it. Final 15 seconds, guys. We'll hold that starting position after this. Coming back down into that child's pose in 8. Let's hold it in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down. Now bend the elbows in. We go into that pull up here. Tricep pull up, coming all the way over that platform. Again, still in the back of the arms. They should be burning. Squeeze, hold. Roll it back. Nice and slow. So notice the back is flat, chest still lifted, bending the elbows in nice and close to your sides. Bending it in, sending it out. Good, we'll pulse this one. And then grabbing that cable with your left arm, we move into single arm work on the left side. Let's do 12 more seconds here. I want you to hold it at that platform in 3, 2, 1. Pull in, hold, squeeze, hold, and now just go back a little, in a little. I want you to burn out the back of those arms. Here's your last 10 seconds. Little in, a little out. I want you to grab that cable with that left hand coming up. Single arm sweep in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's ride that carriage back home. All right, grabbing that cable, let's put it in the left hand this time. Right hand comes down to the carriage, knees directly underneath your hips. Good. All right, so same thing. You might notice one shoulder a little bit easier, one arm a little bit harder perhaps. So adjust your body on the carriage here. Maybe you need to come a little closer to the springs for this one. Maybe this one you can be a little further from the springs. Bending in that left elbow if you need to. Keep it lifted. One more after this. We come up for that single arm newspaper. Let's go 15 more seconds here. We'll come up nice and high. I want you to keep that cable in your left arm. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that cable in the left arm. Elbow nice and tight, guys. Let's start that rotation over. And back to center. So this is the end of the upper body, last and final move. Not letting that wrist come past your elbow when you bring it in. I want you to resist the cable, resist that tension, and open back up. Squeezing the lats. So we'll move into right oblique after this. You're already more than halfway there. Stay with it. We'll keep that cable, guys. We're going in a different order, but moving into your left oblique. We'll go into scrambled eggs. Final 10. Keeping that cable, let's put it on the left foot. Scrambled eggs in 4, in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's finish out here. Moving into your left oblique. So same moves, we're just going a different order. You're still on the 2 yellow. Put that strap on your left foot, and let's start that slow sweep back. Just pressing hard into your left hand. So really engaging your core here. Notice she has just the fingertips of the right hand on the carriage. I challenge you to do the same. Maybe even taking that arm, you can put it behind your back, you can lift it up, but really working that left oblique here. That's it, sweep back, squeeze, and sweep forward. Not letting the cable pull you in. You're engaging your left oblique. That hold coming up. Let's go 10 more seconds here, guys. We'll hold that leg all the way back. Tiny lifts in 4, 3, 2, sweep back, hold. Now lift it up and up. It's super small. Pinch that left side for 5, full range again. In 4, in 3, 2, and 1. You sweep again. That's it. Here's your last 15 seconds of this scrambled eggs, guys. We'll drop down to 1 yellow spring, coming into that reverse modified side plank. Last 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that cable off. Make sure you drop to 1 yellow spring. Walk the knees to the back, to that front platform. Come down onto your left forearm and shoot that right arm up. Lift hips up 1 inch, and then you can go ahead and start that scoop under for your night hop. So again, let's remember the modification here would be that reverse side crunch. You can have both forearms down and crunch up through that left side. Elbow in this night hawk directly under the shoulder. You're lifting, scooping, and rolling back open into that modified plank. That's it, good. Keep it super slow. I challenge you to find that same speed out, that same speed in here. You've got 12 more seconds. We'll bring that arm down. You have that twisted saw coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both forearms down. Keep the knees stacked. Just saw that carriage out. Pull it in. Only the upper body moving. Little out, little in. Good, 15 more seconds. We turn this around. We finish the left oblique with that teaser on the left side. You've got 5 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close your carriage. Let's flip this around. Face the front of your machine. Hands on those high bars. Left foot in front of right. Square shoulders to the front. Drop hips down. Press through the heels. And pull up through your left side. And drop back down. So Amanda's doing that variation, bringing hands to the C bars and walking the feet back a little bit makes it more challenging. We call this that mini teaser, that mini twister. Again, upper body doesn't change no matter what variation you're doing with the hands or the feet. That upper body remains square to the front, pulling up, squeeze, lift. That's it. Good. Here's your last 20 seconds. We're moving into that left leg after this. You've got a side lunge. So left leg coming up, going in that different order on the back end. Side lunge coming up in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Close your carriage. Let's move into your left leg. Left foot on the platform, right toes on that number 1. I want you to come down into your hold. Sit hips back, hold. Lift heel on the right. Lift chest up 1 more inch. Hold for 5. You lift up in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Full range, up slow. Lift up. And up. And lower down. Noticing that her carriage is not coming to that front platform, so always a lot of space. keeping the bend in your left leg the entire time. Good. I want you to think you're sitting your hips back into that chair behind you. It touches and you press back up. Keeping all that weight over the platform, not letting your weight shift towards your carriage. Just bending and extending that left leg. Perfect. We've got 15 more seconds, guys. We're holding this down. We go into carriage kicks with that right leg. Holding your lowest lunge in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your low hold. Now bend that right leg in for 2. Send it out for 2. Bending it in. Sending it out. So hips stay low. Left leg doesn't move. Little in. Little out. 5 more. Full range in 4. In 3. In 2. Send it all the way out. Now lift up slow. 4 counts. Good. We have just over 20 seconds. We're grabbing that bungee. You've got that adductor bungee coming up on your left side. Perfect. Here's your last 10 seconds, guys. Get ready to close that carriage. Grabbing that bungee. It's going on your left foot. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully close your carriage. I want you to grab that bungee. Laying down on your right side, put it on your left foot. Slide hips down and start that tap. Up, 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 up. We start with a pulse, lifting. Roll the left hip forward so we're hitting the outside of that left glute. 10 seconds, we slow it down. Lift, 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 lift. Get ready to slow this down in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Now hold, lift. Hold, squeeze. Lift up. Good. Lower. Perfect. We'll do one more set of those pulses. Right now, we're still super slow, lifting, squeezing, keeping that bungee nice and tight. You've got 8 more seconds. We tap one more time. In 6, in 5, hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it all the way up, tap again, go up, up, up. Good, here's your last 10 seconds, guys. Spring change coming up. We're going into that 1 red spring. You've got that skater in 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee off. You're on 1 red spring. Bring your left foot to the platform. So option for this skater can always be 1 red, 1 yellow. I like to keep it 1 red. You can turn that foot bar to face the back. Come down into your squat. Feet are tight against the straps. And only the right leg goes out. And right leg in. So you're staying low in that squat on the left side the entire time. Hips are back over that same foot bar. Chest stays lifted. Pressing down into the heels of both feet. That's it. Good. We're here for a solid minute, you guys, before we go into that pulse, that tiny carriage kick. That's it. Good. Maybe drop your seat 1 more inch. You reach that halfway mark. This is where it starts to really matter, that form. This is where you want to come out of it, and this is where I want you to stay in it. 10 more seconds. We're holding that right leg all the way out. We finish with carriage kicks in 5, 4, 3, 2. Send it out and hold it. Now little carriage kick. In a little, out a little. Stay low on the left. 15 seconds, guys. Little in, little out. 1 more set of outer thighs coming up. You've got 8 more. We go into those squats 1 more time in 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 more set of those squats, guys. Okay, so you can keep the feet up against the straps. A little more challenging. You can take them off the straps and walk them in a little bit. We're just dropping that seat down, slowly coming up, squeezing your glutes at the top. Again, lower down. All the way down, keeping that carriage open, pressing up. So I want you to lock that carriage in place. Maybe put a little pressure in your knees to press them out. Good, I love the shape. Going so slow here. Just like we did on the other side, we'll hold this down. Let's do 12 more seconds here, full range. Holding low in 4, arms out in 3, in 2, and 1. Drop it down, extend those arms, hold it now, pulse through the heels, just the down. It's down and down. You've got 10 more seconds, guys. We're adding those yellow springs. We go 1 red, 3 yellow in 5. Spider kick in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Close your carriage. Let's go spider kick. Last heavy press. Smooth we have for that left side. Bring that left foot to your C-bar for me. Right knee directly underneath your hip. Square your shoulders. Press that carriage all the way out. Keep a little bend. And slowly resist that tension back in. So if 1 red, 3 yellow is too heavy for you to go this slow, then I want you to drop it down 1 yellow spring. So go 1 red, 2 yellow, and then find that same slow speed. Never compromising that form for weight here. Keeping the knee lifted, left toes are facing out. Your first hold, first set of pulses is coming up. Let's find that halfway hold. On your next one out, I want you to find a 90-degree bend. From there, take it out 1 more inch and start that little pulse in a little, out a little. So it's only 1 inch in, 1 inch out, small. Little in, little out, full range in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way out. Right back in. Good, try to keep the knee lifted. This is where that knee wants to drop. The toes want to come down. I want you to actively press into that bar here. Beautiful. 1 more move, guys, for this left leg. 1 more set of pulses, and we drop down to 1 yellow spring. Final 8 seconds. Send it all the way out, little bend. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, send it out. Keep a micro bend and pulse from here. Small. In and out. Go 1 yellow. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your carriage. Let's finish with that express lunge. Drop down to 1 yellow spring. Let's make our way to the back platform. Grabbing your red cables, I want you to pull yourself all the way up on the platform, both feet. Step that right foot back, left foot stays on the platform. Let's meet me in that lunge and hold. Good, so we're low here. Left knee over your ankle, right heel lifted, chest up. Light touch with those cables. 8 more, we lift up. In 6, full range in 5. In 4, 3, 2, 1, you're up, full range. Lift up, up. Last move here for this lower body. We finish with a little bit of center core. You're on that home stretch. Good. I'm pressing hard into that platform with your left foot, keeping that left knee directly over your ankle the whole time. Right heel so high. Core engaged the entire time. That's it. Good. 1 more hold, guys. Only 1 set of pulses coming up. Let's do 12 more seconds here in full range. Holding it down in 4, 3, 2, hold your lunge, hold. Now little presses, up and down. Only 1 set here. Full range again in 4, 3, 2, lift it up. Hardest lunge here, you're under 30 seconds. Yes, little flamingo kick. Drop down. Guys, we're gonna step down after this, head to the front. You have 2 moves coming up for that final core block. Can we go 15 more seconds of this express lunge? That is a hypothetical question. Last 8 seconds, you're gonna carefully step down in 6. Let's head to the front. High plank in 4, 3, 2, 1. Step down, let's head to the front for that high plank hold. Hands on the platform. I want you to walk the toes back to that first red line, maybe in that high plank. We're gonna bend the knees in for that bear. Start your bend. Knees under hips, pull in. So you're finding that 90-degree bend, and then I want you to send it back out. Keep the hips the same height as your shoulders. Go out. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your inner thighs together. This is it, guys. You're on that home stretch. One more full body move coming up. So knees coming under your hips just to that 90-degree bend. You've got 20 more seconds. We'll drop those knees down. Staying strong here at the finish. This is where your body wants to quit. This is where I want you to stay in the game. Final 8 seconds. I want you to drop the knees down. Hands stay right where they are. You've got a cobra in 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to the knees, hands on the edge of that platform. Last and final move. One variation at the end. Elbows touch, and then press through the heels of your hands to come up and forward. So this full body move, your core is engaged, your glutes are engaged, triceps working. Elbows coming down, they touch that platform maybe 1 inch before you press right back up. Let's go 20 more seconds here, we hold it down. Final forearm plank on deck. This is it, this is where we end. Can we do 12 more seconds? We hold it at the bottom. I want you to drop down to the forearms. We tuck the toes in 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, hold here. This is it, this is where we end. Hold. You're here for 20. Hold. Squeeze. Now add that shoulder saw to finish. Last 12 seconds. Breathe. Squeeze your core. Almost there. Final 8. Last 6. You're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop down to the knees. Nice job.